Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy Peasy English. Today, you are listening to a long, slow English podcast designed to help you improve your English fluency through stories. In this episode, we will learn English in a natural way by listening to simple stories, understanding meaning, and practicing speaking through repetition and shadowing. Learning English with stories is one of the most powerful and enjoyable ways to become fluent because stories help your brain relax, focus, and remember language more naturally. Before we begin, remember this important idea. You do not need to understand every word to understand a story. You only need to understand the main idea. When you stop trying to translate every sentence, your English will improve faster. This podcast is designed to train your brain to listen calmly, think in English, and speak naturally. Let's start by understanding why stories are so effective for learning English. Stories connect words with emotions, situations, and actions. When you listen to a story, you are not just learning vocabulary, you are learning how English is used in real life. This is why children learn language so quickly. They learn through stories, not grammar books, and you can do the same. In this podcast, you will hear slow, clear English. You can listen first, then you can listen again and repeat. This is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time or right after the speaker. This method helps you improve pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Now, let me tell you a simple story. This story is about a man named Daniel. Daniel is an English learner. Every day, Daniel feels busy and tired. He wants to improve his English, but he thinks he does not have enough time. He believes learning English is difficult and stressful. Because of this, he often gives up after a few days. One day, Daniel discovers something new. He finds a slow English podcast with simple stories. He starts listening while doing daily activities. He listens while cooking, while walking, and before sleeping. He does not try to study hard. He just listens. Slowly, something changes. He starts understanding more. He starts thinking in English. His fear begins to disappear. This story teaches us an important lesson. You do not need long study sessions to improve your English. You need consistency. 10 or 15 minutes every day is enough if you practice correctly. Now, let's pause for a moment. If you are listening, take a deep breath. Relax your body. English learning should feel calm, not stressful. Here is a simple strategy you can use with stories. First, listen without repeating. Just enjoy the story. Second, listen again and repeat short sentences. Third, listen again and shadow the speaker. This three-step method trains your listening and speaking skills together. Let's continue the story. After 1 month, Daniel notices something amazing. He can understand simple English conversations without translating. He can speak simple sentences more smoothly. He still makes mistakes, but he is not afraid anymore. He realizes that fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about communication. Now, let's talk about you. You can be like Daniel. You do not need talent. You need the right method and the right mindset. Many English learners fail because they focus too much on grammar rules. Grammar is important, but grammar alone will not make you fluent. Stories help you learn grammar naturally. When you hear the same sentence patterns again and again, your brain learns automatically. Let's talk about another short story. This story is about a woman named Sarah. Sarah can read English well, but she cannot speak confidently. She feels nervous when talking to people. One day, she decides to practice English speaking through storytelling. Every day, she listens to one story. After listening, she tells the story again in her own words. At first, she speaks slowly and simply, but every day she becomes more confident. After 3 months, Sarah can speak more clearly. Her sentences are simple but natural. People can understand her easily. She learns that confidence comes from practice, not from knowing many words. This story shows us another important lesson. Speaking fluency comes from using English, not just understanding it. Now, let's talk about a powerful tip. When you listen to stories, imagine the situation in your mind. Imagine the people, the place, and the actions. This helps your brain connect English with real life. This is how native speakers think. Another useful tip is to repeat sentences out loud. Even if you feel shy, speak anyway. Your mouth needs training just like your brain. Speaking out loud builds muscle memory. Now, let's practice together. When you hear a sentence you like, pause the audio and repeat it 3 times. Speak slowly. Focus on clarity, not speed. Let's continue with another short story. This story is about learning English slowly. There is a young student named Alex. Alex wants to speak English fluently very fast. He studies for many hours, but he feels tired and frustrated. One day, he changes his approach. He decides to learn slowly. He listens to slow English podcasts. He repeats simple sentences. He practices every day without pressure. After 6 months, Alex speaks English better than before. He understands more. He speaks more calmly. He enjoys English. He learns that slow learning is fast learning. This is a very important idea. Slow English is not weak English. Slow English is strong English. When you understand clearly, you speak confidently. Now, let's talk about motivation. Motivation does not come from watching one video. Motivation comes from daily habits. When you practice a little every day, your confidence grows. Confidence creates motivation. Here is a simple daily routine you can follow. Listen to English stories every day. Repeat simple sentences. Shadow the speaker. Speak for 5 minutes about the story in your own words. This routine is simple but powerful. Before we finish, remember this. English fluency is not a race. It is a journey. Every small step matters. Every minute you listen is helping your brain grow. You are doing great just by listening to this podcast. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Thank you for listening to Easy Peasy English. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking. Like this video, subscribe to Easy Peasy English, comment, I learn English with stories every day.